Hello gamers, this is Tube Antics. I know it might sound odd to not see a roll alright or roll great text and not a random ass gifs or music. I know it feels weird, but today we're gonna do something different than usual Town of Salem gameplay. We're gonna try this game called Demon Bluff. Some of you might already know what this game is. It's like a single player social deduction game. It's a mix of the genre of Balatro type games and social deduction games such as Blow on the Clocktower, Town of Salem kind of stuff. I think it's like this mix of two genres is done in a good way. This game has potential from how I played at least before recording this video. I like the game so far, so I was like, why not make a video of it? So without further ado, let's jump right in. I did kind of reset my progression before recording this video since I got far into like Ascension 6 or 7. I know it's not that far, but still. I will be explaining the game as I go because I know some of you are familiar, but like some of you guys are probably not familiar with this game, so it's better with explaining for those who don't know. Okay, there's one evil among all characters. So in this game, roles are pretty much cards and they have different abilities which will be revealed as soon as we reveal these cards. So one is a confessor, and if they're evil or corrupted, they say I am dizzy, but like corruption is not in yet. I will explain when it's time for that. So 2 confirms 1 as good. 3 is a judge, and judge has a special ability with clicking on here and clicking on a character. It tells if they're lying or not. 2 cards away from closest evil, meaning 6 or 2 is evil according to 4's ability. And 6 says 6 is a real medium, self-confirming. We're gonna use the judge on 6, and it's gonna be a 1 for 1 pretty much. And it also matches 5's information, that there's one evil adjacent to me, which adds up. Okay. So we have 2 new characters, which introduces us to outcasts, which is pretty much, they're still town aligned, but their abilities do hinder town, just like the outsiders from Blow on the Clocktower. And we have the wretch, which basically registers as evil to town role abilities. And we have the empress, which is pretty much inspired of noble from Blow on the Clocktower. It learns 3 characters, only one of them is evil. Okay. Okay, let's start revealing the cards. 2 is a real judge, 1 confirms 2. 3 says I'm dizzy, that's a safe kill here. Okay, they were evil. We have Twin Minion and the Jester. The Jester, he is an actual TI. Aha, it's the best TI in Town of Salem too. You pick 3 characters, you learn how many of them are evil. Pretty much the juggler from Clocktower. Okay, 6 is a real hunter. This is Jester. 3 says I'm good. Close evil is clockwise. It adds up because the wretch registers as evil. This is also Jester. This says there's 1 evil adjacent to me. So let's do this. There's 1 evil. This also adds up because there is this wretch next to them. So 7, 1, 5, 3 evils. So if this is real, both of these 2 are evils. I think 7 might be evil. Yeah, they are evil. Okay. 1 evil adjacent to me. If 8 is real, that means 1 is not evil. I'm gonna go with this. Nope. Yeah, okay, this was just lying. I don't know why it took so long, but whatever. So we have the knight here, which is basically free kill in games with no corruption. And we have the bombardier, which is an outcast. If you kill that and they're real, you lose the game, pretty much. So let's reveal the cards. Closest evil is clockwise. 2 says I'm good. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So these 2 has contradiction information, but I'm gonna kill the knight first. They're real. Okay, they didn't die, so they're real. 7, 2, or 1 is evil. According like this has 1 in their information, so I'm gonna kill 1. There we go. Because like 1 and 3 is information contradicted. 6 is good. Well, 6 registers as evil, so that's fake. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have the witch. So the witch's ability prevents us from revealing the last card. And we have the scout, which shows us how far a specific evil is to our closest evil. This might be a bit hard to solve, but it's whatever. Let's reveal the cards. We probably won't be able to reveal number 8 because of the witch's ability. Yeah, there we go. We have only one outcast. No, Counsellors not in yet, so the outsiders are fake. So we can play this safe and kill the wretch first. If they're real, 5 is fake. Yup, there we go. So 1 is the real hunter. I'm 2 cards away from closest evil, which is the wretch. It makes sense. 2 says I'm good. 5 is a real bombardier. No, they're not. There we go. Okay. Now we have the bar, which when you open the roll menu, it shows a like fake outsider. For example, there's 2 outsiders here, but only 1 of them are in play. As you can see here. Let's reveal the cards. Ba is 1 card away from close evil. 3 is good. Close evil is clockwise. We have a knight. Safe kill. They're real. Okay. This could be the wretch. That's evil. This is jester. 1 is a real scout. There are 0 evils among 7, 8, 2. Two evils among 4, 5, 7. So evils have to be this and this. But this says there is no evils among 7, 8, and 2, so I'm inclined to believe 8 might be just evil. Yup, they are. We have 1 evil left, and that's the Ba. So 1 card away from closest evil, which means this would have to be the Ba. But according to 6, this is not evil. It might be just 1 gang. Nope. Nope, I ain't got to play with that. Okay. Let me see. We have 1 outcast, so the outcasts are 1 for 1. We can try to go for this. This is real. Let's kill this first. This is fake. We can reveal this. Confessor. Closest evil is clockwise. Well, there is this. So 5 seems to be fake. Yep, they are. There we go. Okay. By the way, like, I'm still not that experienced with this game, so I might fuck up. There's 1 evil among all characters. So this game, like, more than Town of Salem, it's closer to Blood in the Clocktower. Especially for those who played it, it's gonna feel closer, but I've also played Blood in the Clocktower. Let me talk about it meanwhile. I played like 12 or 13 games of it. I'm not that experienced, but like, it's a fun game with the right people. Okay, 4 is confirmed. So, by the way, you can use 1, 2, 3 on a card to mark them as, for example, you can use green for confirmed, etc. kind of stuff. It's really helpful. I was speaking about Blood in the Clocktower. So, I have played the game, but I don't see it as a content game. Because, like, I would have to change a lot of stuff. My audience are Town of Salem players. Not all of them are probably going to be comfortable voice chatting. That's a big issue. I would have to abandon the concept of viewer games if I am to stream Clocktower, because like most Clocktower streams I see are pre-made lobbies. Because, you know, I trust my community when I'm playing in terms of like stream snipers, but like in Clocktower, if that happens, that means like, you know, half of the stream is ruined. And I just like can't trust anyone in chat to join my games if that's the case. So it would have to be private lobbies, no more viewer games. The editing style would have to go. I guess like that's a good thing if I'm speaking selfishly, but on the other hand, not everyone might be comfortable voice chatting, and the game's entry barrier is significantly more higher than Town of Salem, and like, you know, I will probably end up losing, you know, half of my audience if I do that. So I don't see Clocktower as a game to stream or make content of. Like, this is something I've talked about stream. I talk on stream a lot of times. Like, since we're playing something similar to that, so we might as well talk about it here. Anyway, going back to the game, there's only 1 evil. Well, that's true, but like, oh, because, you know, the scout's ability gets an evil that's closest to another evil, which is not the case here. 3 is a real scout, Slayer. This knight is real, they didn't die. We might as well do this. They couldn't kill 1. That means 1's real or 2 is fake. Yep, 2 was just fake. Okay. So we have Poisoner. Like, starting this, corruption kicks in. Corruption allows townies to give misinformation, which can be really confusing at times. Let's reveal the cards. There's a witch. Okay. Yeah, it's just witch and poisoner, so this is real. 2 evils adjacent to me, so this could be next to a poisoner. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Pretty much like one of these are evil. This is say 7 is good. 2 cards away from closest evil. Well, we know this is not evil. 3 cards away from corrupted character. I feel like 7 might be just corrupted. So, I'm gonna kill this. Yeah, this was evil. So 3's information matches. 3 cards away from corrupted character. So like 7 is probably corrupted. I'm gonna mark it with an orange. We can reveal 8 now that the witch is dead. Evils are not adjacent to each other. There's only 1 evil left. There's only 1 pair of evil. Well, 6 and 8's information doesn't match up, so we can kill 6. Yep, there we go. We have the fortune teller and the oracle as the new rules. So the fortune teller picks 2 people. If any of them are evil, you know that. The oracle learns 1 out of 2 characters a specific minion role. Okay. I accidentally did this. Well, misclick moments. Yeah. I guess once I wasted the Slayer ability. It's whatever. There's only 1 pair of evil. This is confirmed. Poisoner is 2 cards away from closest evil. So this is not evil. This is not evil. We get to hard confirm someone if we do that, I guess. There are 0 evils. True. Well, 5 and 3 are 1 for 1. Yep. I don't think 7's evil either, and 5's information was accurate. But there's a poisoner in the game, apparently, so someone could be corrupted. Well, I know this is real. I know this is real. This cannot be corrupted. If this was corrupted, they would have died. So, let's use the judge to see something. To is saying truth. So this is not corrupted either. This is not lying. So, 2, 8, 7 are not evils. It's just 6, no? Yep, there we go. We have the Plague Doctor and Alchemist as our new roles here. Plague Doctor, 1 good villager is corrupted. If you pick, it's like Puzzle Master from Clocktower. If you use your ability and find the corrupted player, you learn an evil character. And we have the Alchemist, which cures corruptions adjacent to them. Okay, let's reveal the roles. So we have a Knight. Do we have Poisoner in this game? No, we have Plague Doctor. Let's do this. 2 is not corrupted. Okay, 2 is real. There are no corrupted characters. That's a lie. Unless this is true. Like this, if this cured a corruption, which is not like according to 1, 7 has to be corrupted in that case. 5 is good. Yeah, 5 is good. Which is 2 cards away from closest evil. Yep. Real. There's only 1 pair of evil. 5 is good. That's true. 5 is good. This is real. There are no corrupted characters. I cured 1 corruption. It's just 7, no? Yeah, it's just 7. Everyone else was confirmed. From not lying. So we have the Counsellor here now, which the Counsellor makes things a little bit trickier, because it adds an extra outsider next to it. And we have the Doppelganger, which disguises as a good villager currently play, but like, there's one question I asked, like if you are familiar with it, let me know in the comments. What's the difference between Doppelganger and Drunk? Like, I know what Drunk is from Blonde the Clocktower, but like, what's different between Doppelganger and Drunk? I just don't understand it. It looks like they're doing the same thing. I might be just, you know, it's because I might be new, but okay. So we have a Knight, 1 outcast, but there's a Counsellor. There's a Counsellor, so that's why, like, anyone next to the outsiders could be the Counsellor. So I'm gonna kill the Knight first while they're real. This is confirmed. 3 is a real fortune teller. 4 is lying. 4 cannot be lying. Yep, Counsellor. Okay. Ba is 2 cards away from closest evil. So let's use the fortune teller on this. Well, we know 6 is real, so false. So 1 is not evil according to 3. 3 is saying true, so they confirm each other. 4, 9, or 7. So 5 and 9 are pretty much 1 for 1. Nope, they were not. Well, I just took the L. Okay. Two evils adjacent to me. Well, do we have a counselor in the game? Yes, so outsiders are real. Which makes this information not accurate. 4 or 3 is a counselor. 4 being counselor, I kinda buy it, but let me check this for corruption first. One is not corrupted. So they're evil then. Okay. So either this is the counselor, this is the counselor, this is the counselor. 9 is good. Yeah, 9 is good, that's true. This is not counselor. 4 or 3 is counselor. I mean, 2 or 4 is pretty much counselor to me. Well, 4 was counselor. Bingo. Okay. So we have the drunk on. I was talking about drunk earlier, which is a Clocktower role. Like, you think you're something else, but you're actually drunk and you always get false information. So I still like don't understand the difference between this and doppelganger. So please let me know in the comments. And we have the druid, which gets information about outcast. You pick 3 characters. If there's an outsider among them, you learn them. Let's reveal the cards. Okay. So is there a counselor? Yes, there is. So we have a doppelganger. Yeah, we have a doppelganger. I am dizzy. This could be doppelganger. Not doppelganger, they're not corrupted. They're just evil. Okay. 1 card away from corrupted character. Well, it's kinda not possible, is it? Because there's nothing that's corrupted. Yeah, you're just counselor. There we go. So we have just 1 evil left. 5 or 6 is a minion. Three, 4, 5. There's doppelganger. Let's do this. 5 or 7 true. 5 is evil, yeah, according to 3's information and 6's. There we go. So we have the Pooka on. It corrupts the players next to them if they are villagers. Okay. 2 outsiders. So let's check. There's a counselor. No, there's no counselor. There's a witch. So the Ross card cannot be revealed. There's a Pooka and witch. So that does mean no counselor. One of the plague doctors are fake. 4 or 3 is a witch. Also, evil is clockwise. There's only 1 pair of evil. So 4 or 3 is a witch. Let's use 3's ability on this. It should give true. Okay, it's true. Because one of them are evil. That means 4's probably witch. Yeah, okay. This is telling the truth. This is confirmed. This is confirmed. There's only 1 pair of evil. If this means 1 pair of evil, that means evils are next to each other. That means 5 would be evil as well. But I think they might be corrupted, so 7 is evil, 8 is corrupted. Bingo. Okay. So we have the baker. This is one of the most confusing characters in this game. But I'll try to explain how it works. So, for example, when you reveal 1 here, 1 is a baker. One of these unrevealed characters, if they are a villager, they turn into a baker, and they, like, when they're revealed, they say, oh, I was a confessor, for example. That's how baker works. And, like, for example, if there's, like, you always remember the order you reveal the cards. I usually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. If there is no original baker, that means the baker claims are fake. Pretty much that. So, is there a counselor? No. So this is confirmed. 7 is good. This is also confirmed because they're not lying. 6 is good. Yeah, 6 is good. 1 card away from corrupted character. Is there anything that's corrupt? Poisoner. That's corrupt. Is 4 or 1 evil? True. There are 3 evils. That's kinda impossible, 5. Nope, they were corrupted. So, Pooka can cause corruption, so that means 4 is probably that. No? 2 was evil. Well, kinda got outplayed by that. Hey, 2 evils. One or 2 is a minion. Evils are not adjacent to each other. 6 is saying truth. 6 is lying. 1 for 1. Couldn't kill 5. Yep, 6 is evil. And 4 was evil. There we go. We have the Shaman and Bishop. The Shaman says 2 same villager roles in the current village. It's an ability of that. Like, there's 2 of the same roles in the village. They learn up to 3 characters is the bishop's ability. There's one of them is villager, one of them is outcast, and one of them is evil. Hey! Is there a counselor? No, so this is real. Oh wait, yeah, this is real. Okay. Cured 0 corruptions, I cured 2 corruptions. 3 is not corrupted. I am the original baker. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess still could be fake, but... Evils are not adjacent to each other. What role could cause a corruption? Pooka? So if this is telling the truth. Both of these are like, you know... false. 5 or 4 evil, false. Yeah, okay, so this is corrupted, pretty much. Or just evil, too. I don't know. Is 1 or 8 evil, false. This could be Plague Doctor corrupted. So, let's use the Jester as well. One, 4, and 7, there are 0 evils. Yeah, okay, this was just lying. Who was corrupted? Did Alchemist cure the corruption? I think that's what happened. Yeah. I don't know why it took me a while to solve that, but now we have the Puppeteer. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet, but they're still telling the truth. Like, it's... Think of it like as a TT. That's telling the truth still, but is evil aligned. Okay. Is there a counselor? No, so this is real. Was a medium? I don't think you can start as a medium. Yep, bingo. 8 is good. 8 is a real slayer. 1 evil adjacent to me, so 6, 5, 1 for 1. Unless there's a role that's corrupting others. I mean, these goods can be a puppet, but like we figured out later. 1 card away from closest evil, so... Both of these are pointing to 6 being evil. Yeah, and like 7, 5 are 1 for 1. And 7 is the puppet. GG's! Alright! So we unlock the Dreamer, it's the same as Clocktower, but like, you know, it just gives a possible evil role the target can be. Cancel, I misclicked. Counselor game, so 2 outcasts, 3, yeah, all outsiders should be fine. Because it's a counselor game. 6 would be Poisoner. 6 could be Counselor, so the information here does not match up. We have Poisoner too, so this is rough. 3 cards away from closest evil. Between 5, 8, and 6, Outcast, Villager, and Minion. This information also doesn't match up. I think 6 might be Counselor. No, they are corrupted. Nope, 7 was Poisoner. Oh, it was Doppelganger. I did not see that. I did not notice that. Okay. Should we go for the Knight and Confessor? Okay, Confessor was the evil, but Knight was corrupted. So... Oh, we can use the Plague Doctor. Wait, is there a Counselor? Yeah, okay, the Outsiders are confirmed. 4 is evil. Well, 4 is evil, bruh. 4 is rich. There are no corrupted characters, that's false. Bingo. Okay. Between 4, 5, and 9, there is Villager, Minion, and Outcast. Jester, Dreamer. See the Outsider count. Counselor game? No. So there's a Drunk. There's a Drunk. No evils adjacent. This could be the Drunk, or this is just fake. We can Slayer shoot this. So okay, 4 is Drunk, or 6 is fake. There are 0 evils, that means 4 is probably drunk. I was a knitter, that's impossible. Yeah, like you there has to be an original baker, so you're just fake. No evils adjacent to me. Yeah, this has to be drunk. Pooka is 2 cards away from closest evil. I think this is lying. There's only 1 pair of evil. If it's a Pooka game, yeah, there's 2 people that are corrupted. Between 4, 5, and 9... Villager, minion, and outcast. Means this could be drunk, this could be evil too, but like Slayer couldn't kill it. 4, 6, 7, no evils. 4 could be Pooka. You know what? I'll go for it. No, they were the drunk. I was right. So that means the Slayer's probably like, though they can't kill when they're evil. Oh shit. 4, 5, and 9. This is rough, man. Okay, never mind, we got it, because I was like, this is impossible, you know? 7 was corrupted, 9 was corrupted, there has been like, you know, there's so much corruption, I was so confused. Anyways. 4 or 9 is a Puppeteer. Let me see the Counselor or Athletica, there's a Counselor. So that means there's a doppelganger, there's a doppelganger. This is confirmed, there's a doppelganger next to this. Sure, 0 confirmed. Equidistant, there are no corrupted characters. There are no rules that 5 or 4 is a Puppeteer. 4 or 9, 4 is in both of them, so we can kill 4. Nope. Nope, 5 was doppelganger, this was too confusing. Anyway, chat, that is the end of this video. I hope you liked it. This game is fun, like, let me know in the comments, because I know my commentary sucks. Let me know what you think of the video. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Obviously, the channel's main gimmick is going to be better TOS 2, but let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.